Okay, this is a very volatile game. But Shen vs Jax, and then double range versus well, it doesn't matter what the enemy bot is. Your bot lane's either gonna win or die. Yeah, so discounting the first blood, did you flash her? Um Discounting the first blood, basically you should already assume like because you don't know where he's starting, right, Alvin? So you have
Hmm.
to choose what's gonna be stronger and where you're gonna where it's best gonna be, where best it is you want to be on the map, right? And so I don't know if you had time actually. Okay, maybe you didn't have time. Never mind, you have to adapt. But if you had time, I would definitely be looking as a game plan to late invade Raptors in red, right? Just making sure he doesn't start Raptors and then probably starting red or Raptors, because of like the matchups.
So I want him to be top side, and I want to be bot side.
You want to stay bot side, yes. Even though you're playing Wukong versus range champs and it's hard to kill, they should be low enough. They should hit each other so much that all you have to do is one combo and they should die, basically. Right? Like the matchups, so like a lot of trading, right? Nami Jinx needs to fight back, or they're just gonna, if they just take it, they're just gonna lose, you know? So like it's guaranteed volatility basically. They can't AFK farm, you know, unless the Karma just decides to not do anything and the Varus decides to never poke, right?
Hmm. The one thing that's like confusing me a little bit is like, isn't it kind of like a rule of thumb? If I'm playing with a Shen, I wanna be bot side, and for like the enemy, he wanna like be top side and like gank Shen, right? So he can't TP or like ult.
Yeah, that's true. Um, the follow up to that would be if you can't dive bot and trade, then yes, you can go protect top, right? Like it's like you're versing a weak early game champion who needs to full clear. If you start as Raptors, Red, Golems, you can go cross back to your top side, right? If you really want to. But he's
Mm.
forced to invade anyway, regardless. Whether that's start your Raptors somehow, if he knows, but that would be weird. Or like the only counterplay is if he somehow starts your Raptors when you start his Raptors, right? I feel like that's in my head that's the only counterplay. Because you have way stronger level one, and even if he starts blue, he has to walk into your jungle or gank bot or do something. So you always meet him in the river somewhere, somehow, and that should be a good result for your team, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this situation here is mainly to do with I'd say mechanics. So everything makes sense, right? You know his pathing is so you're gonna choose him. Even with blue off, you probably could beat him. You probably do beat him because you got a buy as well. The thing that Evelyn's told me that I've tried and it makes sense is like E auto Q is pretty fake. I mean, you don't do either. Like you just auto Q and hold your E, which is really bad, and then you don't use E again. Like you only use E at the last second, and then like as if you're going to hold it for his flash, but then he flashes anyway, right, and kites you. So the big
Mm.
thing here is auto QE, right? QE if you can't get in auto range, but he was in auto range, so auto QE. You should try that and see how it feels. But I think that's like the new best combo on Wukong, basically. It
Okay.
just feels really bad to E auto Q because it's like you kind of lose the range of them after you Q, right? Because you get stuck in animation. And then like it's hard to keep chasing and autoing them. Auto QE allows you to stick right? Because your E gets you real like like inside their body, and then you're able to utilize your E after. I think that's the basic understanding of it.
So I shouldn't save my E for flash, and
Oh no, he has red buff, you have blue
uh,
buff. It's not that close. I mean, it's not that free, right? Like you have to actually combo it.
mm. Yeah, that makes sense.
If you were gonna chase the flash, you should have also just E'd. You should have E'd first and then used the W to chase the flash instead of use the, because you need the attack speed steroid.
Yep. Yeah, so this guy would have been 100% dead because he lives on 6 HP if I used like Eid
Yeah,
earlier,
you
so
would
I
have
get
got
like
like
1 extra
two,
auto.
3 extra autos with the auto QE
Yeah.
as well. You would have been inside his body, and then like no kiting would have happened. This might be rough. Yeah. Okay, so this is like a counter matchup in the sense of like he has red buff, you don't have red buff, and you have equal buy, right? And you just use your abilities on blue buff. And when you W like this, it gives him like more E cooldown, right? Because the clone's actually hitting you. He even
Uh,
missed his Q. So he gets the
yeah,
E.
I dodged the Q, so
Yeah. Yeah, he even hit the clone and he still lost really hard. So that's what I was saying in the first fight, right? Where you have blue to red, it's not like completely free. Because he does have natural counter to you because of his E cooldown being reduced. So when you see him like this, he walked through. He's not gonna like, he's not gonna let go of this. He's like, he's already committed. He wanted scuttle. He missed the scuttle. He sees you have no buff, and he sees you as red buff, right? Like here, you should have just either fake start and then do Gromp, or just go to Gromp anyway, right? And then pull Gromp into the bush. Like you
yep.
don't actually want to fight him here. As much as like it sounds weird to not want to fight at a movie, it's just the um red to blue plus the buy. I mean, you're even gold. He has boots, but yeah, I think it's mainly just like the fact that you're both level 3 and he has red buff. It's like kind of it's rough.
Mm.
What the hell? Falling bases? Okay, Jake's just came back from base. Why bases?
I guess this just was just greedy.
This is just discipline, right? You just need to pull it out. Like I mean, you did pull it out, but like pull it all the way out and play off Orion's move. Orion's about to get pushy, right? You pull it here. There's when they pink over, they wouldn't even see the health, so he wouldn't even be confident to flash.
Yep.
Like the discipline just to pull it to the lane that you need to path away to, right? Because your bot lane doesn't have push and it has to catch a wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had to burn Channel, we trade kills, and it's okay, but there shouldn't be any traded kills, just a free drag. This one's pretty
And
simple,
then
right? You don't have ults. He doesn't have ults. Wait, he and Mimi ulted, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did. They
Yeah.
both don't have ult. So then it comes down to like you both cancel each other out, right? Because you're both ulti dependent. So it comes down to whose teammates have better condition, and they clearly win that battle. I think here it's just best to accept the trade straight away, right?
Yeah, I just super cope. My mid laner died. I don't like have anything to fight with. Numbers disadvantage.
Yeah,
I
you don't
can't
have an
stop.
individual advantage. You both have no ultis. You're the same champ basically. Yeah, this is all good. You just should have done this like 2 minutes earlier without dying on grubs. Oh my. No way. I was gonna say. Wombo combo. Nice. What got you so low? I feel like
I get Ari charmed into
yeah,
like
I
I
think
don't
it
know.
I think it's more of the I think it's the W, right? You just eat just W in a straight line instead of on an angle.
Yeah.
If you W to the side, knowing that Ari has to Q here, I mean that's like easy for me to say, but in the moment, yeah, it's better if you know they have straight line skill shots coming at you, you should obviously just um W in a different direction other than like a straight line.
Yep.
Okay, so this is good. Wait, this is not good. Sorry. Said everything's bad because you got 3 lanes getting pushed in. Um, but Jinx is top right, so it makes sense. The issue here is, wow, this happens so fast actually. But yeah, Karma not having a ward for the entrance is like kind of rough. I mean, you pull it properly, which is good. Far out. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just Oriana has no TP, right? Just TP. Maybe TP in 2025 isn't real because of how long it takes. But
Mm.
this is a very good engage by Mumu. Not much. I don't know. That's yeah, that was good. That was a good engage. Ideally, you have the entrance sorted, but like I can see why you start Dragon, right? Because like you don't need to wait, even though you have 3 lanes pushed in. Jinx is top, so it's an automatic 5v4. Um, yeah. All right, let's move on. I don't think this play was like too problematic. Just like good outplay by Mumu. For this situation, you're overthinking like getting vision on the objective. When it's not even up, right? It's like Baron. It takes a little bit to kill, right? So you can always greed the push, right? Like Varus pushing this wave doesn't mean they get the outcome.
Mm.
You're like overthinking it as if it's like grubs or something. Like he should already be mid. Like it's 20 seconds away, right? It's so far away, and Varus can always rotate down and come and kill them after, right? Let's say they even get it. it's like if you win the team fight, it doesn't matter, right? It's the same as Baron. And it's even more so with Adakar because of the roses, right? Whoever wins the team fight gets all the roses. So yeah, I think there's
Yeah.
needs to be some.
Is the buff kind of like useless or?
I have not felt it, to be honest, but I felt me picking up 20 roses and leveling up. So that I do know that.
Yeah.
But even said the opposite, or like not the opposite, but that roses are overrated. But for me personally, I feel like that's the biggest change in the game. It's like why I'm more over leveled now than previously. Like the jungle gap in EXP, I get ahead and I get all the roses. It's like an extra level, you know. Like you
Yeah.
literally just leveled up. Look, that's crazy, right? You literally just went from level 12 and a half to level 13.1 or point 0.2.
Yeah.
So like let's say they get the thing, but then you get all the roses, like you just like killed them all plus getting a full level, you know? It's like almost a full level. So so you make the pick on the Nami, right? With the ulti, which is good. Alright, so here, like, I just want to talk about the same situation with the auto key. So here, I, under I understand that you think you're holding your E, right, for the gap close, right, when he flashes, or whatever. But the thing
Mm.
is your E is such a low cooldown, like, it's like 7 seconds, or 6 to 8 seconds at this point, probably 8, right? It's such a low cooldown, and you have Swifties and Triforce that you shouldn't be relying on your E for gap close. You should be relying on your W if you need it, and your ulti and your Q, right? Because your Q is like super long range, right? Max rank.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, just try next time. Try to avoid holding your E because your E gives you the DPS, right? The attack speed steroid. Like, you need that.
Mm.
Like, this guy would literally already be dead right now if you comboed like with the auto key and then W'd and then auto queued because you got the
Yep.
attack speed steroid and you wouldn't have to ult. But since you did ulti, this comes to my next point. It's like we should be AFKing, right? It's like, yeah, it's good pings, but as soon as they die, there's nothing here, right? Like, I know, like, you should just be taking camps. Like, you're not level. Your ulti is 47 seconds. There's nothing here. Like, as soon as they get ulted like this, and Jinx is free hitting front to back, there's no team fight we're winning here when you like you're not gonna come save the day with your 3 normal abilities, right?
Mm.
If the fight ever starts and you're not there and you don't have ulti, it's like just accept that the fight's lost. You're not cleaning up anybody as Wukong with no ulti.
Yep.
Because you could have got level 14 here, right? Or top tower. Oh, sorry, you're a level 14. You could have got like level 14 and a half and like top tower and traded. But now, like, it's no trade.
Mm.
Like, you did ping, you did everything, so you knew, but then you just like continued to hope.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good. Broke up on top. Wait, what? When did we ulti? I missed it. Oh, we ulti. Yeah, okay, okay. I mean, this is just a
Yeah.
bad.
My
This is
ulti
just a
for
bad
Nami
timer.
flash.
Yeah, it's not worth because it's like a critical point in the game. But it's just an awkward timer as well because Karma based. And now we have no vision. I think it's probably not even good to look here at this timer.
Yeah.
But since you don't have ult, I think like go back to AFK, right? Like you're kind of relying on getting carried when you play like this and you don't have ulti, you know? Like you're like kind of creating a situation where you want to um have some sort of conflict in the river, right? Or in mid.
Mm.
Because your ulti is low cooldown, right? Just like make decisions that are gonna have less volatility involved until your ulti comes back up.
Yep.
So yeah, so far in the review, I think there's like two things to summarize the reviews, like um the coping, like when we're bad conditions or like objectives, and then like the grubs, yeah, the grubs and Alcon, like both were like quite. You should have killed the Nami there, but both
Yep.
both quite like tunneling, without considering everyone's conditions. And then it kind of related to that, right? It's just like how you're playing when you don't have ulti. Um, it's way too over aggressive. Like unnecessarily when you're not ready to fight. Oh yeah, and then we talked about the level one, right? It's like you don't know where he starts, like you should be taking the red buff, right? Because it's the strongest buff.
Yep.
Okay, so you see how it's awkward because um you're a melee champ and they're range champs and they have a wall between you and you can't go on them because your teammates there's a wall between them and your teammates, right? You see what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so here what you should be doing is you should be threatening the flank and pushing mid, and they should stay as the four, as the three, and you try to connect over here from over the wall. So if anyone
Mm.
tries to fight you, it's 1v1 or 1v2, and you see them coming anyway, right? You can easily
Yep.
cut out. You have Swifty's W, like 5 points in W. Like you're not, so you can easily fake split push, but really it's about positioning, like for the flank, right?
Mm.
Right here, you're not threatening anyone. You're just baiting your teammates. You're literally just baiting your Varus to like be in this area where they can go in for free because you can't go on them for free. Alright, so there's no threat for their backline to help Ari here. So now they get to do whatever they want here, right? You can't go on Nami here.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Uh-oh. That was a really good engage. I think it's just coping to get more than you can get. You used everything, right? It's like nothing left. No
Yep.
more W. W is probably next the key. Yeah, no more W means probably can't keep going. Yeah. So this is really, how can I say this? This is a habit or something you have to build into yourself um to stay ice cold, right? Like you know that you're not like the carry anymore, basically. Really,
Mm.
right? It's 6 items. So when you see your AD carry get like jumped on, it's kind of like gives you the freak reaction to like try to defend him. But right here, you have to. It's like it goes back to the concept of matchups, right? Your job is not to kill Ari. That's Oriana, Karma, and Varus's job, right? you are like so bad in Tari, right? Because you can never DPS her, right? She'll never be able to auto attack her more than once. You auto Q, right? That's it.
Yep.
So you need to have the poise to like not get baited when your Varus is getting close to whatever threatening situation, and you need to stay focused on your matchup. Because if you have to blow resources for this Ari to defend the Ari, you've lost the team fight anyway. If you think about it that way, because you're going to be getting in front of their teammates, while Ari is going to be doing more. She's going to be trading 1 for 2 basically. If you go in and she has anything, Zonya's flash, anything, and lives on 10 health, you're just a sitting duck, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess like when you're talking about the team fighting, yeah, this would be the thing to learn from, but I think this is not that easy to do, right? But if you're really focused on knowing what your role is in the game, you wouldn't do this, right? Your role is to mess with this guy right here and Nami, right? These two champions, not Amumu, not Jax, not Ari, right? Those are terrible matchups. Because if you stay here and do nothing, Jinx can't DPS even if Varus gets charmed, by the way. Like, or she can, but she has to accept that she's gonna get full comboed by you, right? You wouldn't even have to W, right? Because she has to walk physically up to your E range to auto Varus.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I mean it's tough loss, but like there's so much we can implement from this. That